So today I'm actually going to tell you what
happened to me after I stopped, watching motivational video. The exact thing that happens after I stop watching. So I want you to know that it's not because motivational video is bad, that's why I stopped. No. It's because they were making me feel busy. Yeah. That's why I stopped. And I actually didn't expect what happened after I stopped, to be honest. So after I stopped reading books, motivational books, consuming a lot of motivational video. So stay tuned and hear, my side of story.
so before I stopped, I was doing the same thing almost everybody is doing. I was watching video, I was saving quotes. Yes, I was even posting some of them on WhatsApp, on my page, on my Facebooks. You know, I was looking for every possible way, you know, to see motivational video or motivational quotes. I even bought some ebooks, so-called motivation. But what I noticed is that I was feeling inspired, no doubt, yes. I was feeling inspired by what they wrote, or actually what the step they take, the action they take, what actually made them, how to do everything, wake up, be strong. But the truth is, I was only feeling inspired while my life remained the same. I was like, what's going on? I should have left this position by now because every day I read, every day I post for other people to learn. So I was like, what's going on? Then I had to stop. It even got to a time whereby I now noticed that the more motivational video I consume, the less movement I make in my life. And I know everything to do. I can explain every basicality to people. I know all the ideas. I know waking up. I know if I was literally perfect. But the truth is, there was no reflection of everything that I've consumed, everything that I've watched. There was no even single one that was happening in my life. And this is when I actually know that I need to stop. It's not because I stopped because motivational was bad. Like I said earlier, I stopped so that I can realize some certain things that have been neglected. Honestly, this is what I thought would happen after I stopped. I thought my, you know, direction, would be scattered. I thought my drive would die immediately. I thought everything within me just go down because I was told that motivation is the fuel. Yeah, you need to be motivated. Your life needs to be motivated to go forward in life. So actually, when I stopped, I was even afraid, me myself that this is the only thing that is carrying you, just like the only option you had. Everything is hard. This is the only thing that is giving you light in your life now. So why stop? So I was actually thinking a lot of things in my mind that now that I don't have motivation in my life, what is my next step?
But this is what happened instead. Yeah. It wasn't, productivity at first. Yes. After I stopped the motivation, it wasn't productivity. What I noticed was a pure silence within me. There was no constant voice to tell me what to do, the direction to go, what not to do. I felt like, what's going on? Like, I felt within myself that what is actually going on? Everything just feels silent. Everywhere just feel quiet. And then I begin to see. Inside that silence that I am, I begin to see gradually. I begin to see that my mind has nowhere to hide. Now, no motivation, to distract me. No video to distract me. No quote to read. There was nothing to do. In my silence, I begin to meditate. Then I noticed this powerful thing that motivation has actually, replaced the decision making in me. I was only watching. I was not making decision myself. Then I noticed something that this is the problem. Yes, I see the achievement. Yes, I see what this motivation have done for those people that I am watching. But me myself, I have not practically make a decision that this is what to do, this is not what to do. Then I realized where I have been lacking. After a while, something actually, shifted. Yeah, something shifted. I was now noticing what to do, not what I was told to do. Yes, there was no pressure in me. There was no force. There was no like you must do it tomorrow. You must start doing it tomorrow. Everything felt quiet. And I began to do it gradually. And my mind, my life felt at peace. There was no drama, you know, there was no constant, do it, do it now, do it tomorrow, do it now, do it tomorrow. There was nothing of such anymore. This is my biggest, realization after I stopped, consuming bundles of motivational videos and motivational quotes. Motivation didn't, disappear in my life. Neither does it dies in me. I just stopped borrowing other people's energy. I stopped borrowing other people's, inspiration. I stopped working with other people's clock. I now started doing something that I was pleasing with. There was no rush. There was no do it now, do it, tomorrow. There was no urgency. Everything now felt at peace within me. I was taking one step at a time, taking my time. The quietness in me was now useful to me. This is why motivation, can keep you stuck in one place. You are consuming clarity instead of creating it. See, advice doesn't stop. Telling you what to do does not finish. But you within yourself, you need to choose. Yes, someone can tell you what to do, but if you have not come in agreement with it, if you have not choose within yourself, after maybe the motivation and all that you have watched, all that you have learned, you need to decide. The ability for you to decide is what will create that impact in you. And this is why so many people watch motivational video and they are not moving anywhere, and they thought that maybe this is what people thought after I've watched this, after I've followed this pattern, it will actually works. But now I'm seeing it that it's not even working in my life. It's because you have not make the decision. You have not choose. You are just following and following and following. That's not you. I'm not saying motivation is useless. No, motivation is never useless. But too much of it can numb you. When you started watching people talking about action, sometimes even your brain can tell you that you have already acted, and this is very dangerous. What calmness gave me that motivation didn't. What silence actually do to me that the motivation that I've been watching did not do. I started to notice that I was carrying too much burden on myself. Burden to act fast, burden to get there tomorrow. It was too much on me. I was overloaded. I was trying to start today and end tomorrow. I was moving too fast. So after I realized this, silence began to work for me. Calmness began to work for me. I started making my own decision myself. I started doing my own thing in my own way. I started fixing it. I started setting my own date, not the one that I watch. Wake up in 7 days and your life, or wake up by 3 a.m., go to work by 6 a.m. and your life will, suddenly, develop, rapid, growth. If you are feeling, tired or maybe stuck, listen to this very carefully. It doesn't always means, you need, motivation, or it's because you lack motivation. That's why you are feeling tired. It's because you need direction. You have no direction. You have no place you are going. You need direction in your life. What to do? Space, create, clarity. Clarity, creates, direction. And direction itself, what we create, action. I'm not trying to tell you that I'm perfect. No, I'm not fixed. Yes, I'm not ahead of any one of you. And neither, am I telling you to stop, learning. You just have to, notice when, learning, replace, living. You just have to observe, be observant of those things in your life. So thank you for watching, and a big shout out to you for staying up to this hour. I so much appreciate. See you in the next video, and stay blessed next time.